Hello and welcome back to the RattleMind Podcast. I'm Ryan. I'm trying to speak as fast as possible. I don't know why, but I'm joined with my co-host.
Pinty.
Isn't that funny? I'm going really fast and she went really slow.
Right. I don't work like that. You can't rush me. You can't rush all this. Like
All right.
Can't rush perfection. That's the quote I was looking for.
Yeah. Now, we're going to rant this episode. We're going to rant about streaming services.
Yes, let's pick up where we left off on Wednesday, because it's totally been 2 days since we last talked about.
yeah, it was definitely 2 days.
Yep.
What were we? Yeah, I know we were talking about streaming, but what was the topic? I don't know. No. But yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, Peacock, Paramount.
Well,
they're all
specifically, we were saying how Netflix likes to take away the things we get excited about seeing on there, and then the things we really want to see maybe in one country, but not every country but ours, it feels like sometimes. And
which, if we were a bigger podcast, we would have this would be perfect for a VPN sponsor spot.
Yeah.
But we're not, so we're not going to shill us VPN. You can get it yourself.
Speaking of which, there's a big hubbub going on that I guess, like, with the rise of the, like... TikTok drama and the government.
The bill they proposed was so egregious that it was not even worth the paper they posted it on somewhere.
Yeah,
because basically what it does is it makes it illegal for anyone to post links, or not post links, but post snippets of articles or news clips or any type of clips onto any social media without paying the royalty to the site that you got the clip from.
Oh, I didn't know that was in there. I was just going to talk about the banning VPN services.
That was the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a shit bill. Should never have... Hold on. We're only 2 minutes in, but I've already cursed. Oh, well. It was a shit bill and should never have even made it to someone's eyeballs. The real bill that they should be proposing for this type of thing is that no business owned in part or whole by a foreign government or political party should be allowed to operate within the bounds of the United States or own property in the United States.
Well,
and
yeah,
that should be how it should be. There's a lot of other countries that have similar laws on the books. But that is the law that should be there, and that would eliminate all the issues we're having with TikTok. Well, not all of them, but it would eliminate most of the major issues with TikTok, which is the funneling of your personal data to China, which anything going to China goes to the Communist Party of China. So you don't want a foreign political party to know when you shit.
Right. No, for real. But so here's what I've learned in my research after talking about this with David. The problem is, like, so people are saying the bill obviously wouldn't fix anything.
Yeah, it wouldn't do diddly squat.
But, like, if China really wanted our data, they could just buy from data brokers. They have the money, and data brokers...
The problem is that China's economy is actually just a bundle of sticks about to fall over.
Well, regardless, if they wanted it that bad, they could get it, you know?
Right.
And not only that, but, like, data brokers are, like, the least regulated, you know.
Yeah, but the other part about the bill was algorithms of what's being pushed to people is another issue.
Oh my God. Well, the news... So the news kind of like blew it up into like this whole like conspiracy where like trying to get they're trying to put like thoughts of suicide and
No, well,
murder and blah 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 and kids' heads like
yeah,
because the algorithm.
that's
It,
hyperbole, and the real problem is that there are no algorithmic protections for minors. So if they wanted a bill to protect minors like they supposedly say they want to, but these
mm-hmm.
politicians don't know diddly squat, what they need to
Exactly.
do is pose a bill that would say that no algorithm fed to a minor can be uh, selling, promoting, or I don't know, something else. There's probably something else that could be added to it that actually works. A ideology, religion, um, or sexual content
Yeah.
to a minor. If so, that business should automatically get its license pulled and shut down. Because at
Yeah.
this point, we need extremes so people actually know that you will face serious consequences for doing something. Right now,
Right.
right now companies get fined hundreds of thousands of dollars where they're making millions to billions of dollars. So they're like, "Oh, we'll take the fine. Here you go. Here's your $100,000. Go away." So
Right.
it's like
Right.
that's not doing anything. You need to hurt them when they do something so egregious.
Yeah.
But like I said, all these politicians don't know diddly squat about anything.
Well, that's
I barely
because
know anything, and I actually
well,
looked into the stuff.
the government basically is company. Like they're all being bought out by various companies. I mean, we were just talking about how the reason taxes are still so complicated are because of like all the tax filing services going out of business if like, we changed anything
Right.
and you know, politicians are being bought out from that, So it's like, you know, this country really is being run by the deepest pockets if you think
Yes, it
about
is.
it.
And see, we need to stay. I want to say things, but we've gone super far off topic.
Oh my god.
So yeah, we went from we're going to rant about Netflix, and now we're talking about political policies and laws, and we went
My bad.
crazy there. Uh, so let's go ahead back
Jeez.
to topic. Um, or well, let's finish what we were saying. Uh, but yeah, the biggest pockets right now are pharmaceutical companies, mainly Pfizer. Uh,
Oh, that's where I got my that's who I got my shots from. Listen, the only reason I got my shots are because I was planning a trip at the time,
right.
and when you're flying, especially international, and I think it was like 2021, I think when I was
Yeah.
flying
Yeah, I think that's when you said you were going to go.
originally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought the ticket and everything, but things changed. I had to cancel. But anyway, I that Pfizer was what my Walgreens had, and I was like, just do it. Like, let's get this over with.
Right. Now,
And I only got the main shot. I never got a booster. I only got the 2-shot main vaccine.
right. And I don't blame anyone for getting vaccines. Your choice, your body, your choice.
Hmm.
That's what it's supposed to be when it comes to medical decisions. Yet for some
Right.
reason, for the last 2 years, it was you get the shot or you die.
Right.
So it's like, come on, I'm not anti-vax. I'm hesitant about mRNA technology. It is something that's never been used before as a vaccine. This is the first of its kind to be used on humans. So it's like, it's risky, so I'm not just going to go down to the 7-Eleven in the parking lot and have someone jab me in the arm.
Oh.
That's what a lot of LA, well, not LA, but a lot of California uh, places were doing. They were just setting up pop up tents in parking lots and just, yeah, show up, I'll jab you in the arm with the shot. And that's why a lot of people called it the jab, is because you could just go straight up to your 7-Eleven and they'd.
Huh.
So, yeah, it confused the tarnation out of me. And of course, there was also pushback of, you shouldn't talk to your doctor about it because you need to get the shot even if you're at risk of dying because of the shot. So vaccines drive me crazy. I mean, I'll get any other vaccine. It's just this one that, our mRNA technology is iffy on how effective it is, and it's been proven it's not all it's cracked up to be. So,
I've never had a flu shot.
Neither
ever.
have I. I absolutely will never get a flu shot. If I die from the flu, I die from the flu. So what?
It was meant to be.
Exactly. All right, we've spent 10 minutes ranting about laws, so let's switch back to streaming services.
Yeah, we'll touch on that a different day.
All right, Netflix. You were great in the beginning, and then all the other companies decided to build their own platforms, and you kind of dropped the ball.
And then, competition.
Yes, that is what really has killed Netflix in the terms of what content they have.
They were like the original masters of, let me bring you your entertainment. You stay home and be comfy. And it started off with just video games on and DVDs, right? It was like video games and DVDs.
They didn't originally have video games. They had to buy a company in order to do that, I think. But they eventually branched out into that. Did you know that Blockbuster might have a resurgence?
No.
Yeah, apparently there is talks of bringing back Blockbuster due to all the streaming services. Because you can't always find what you want to watch. So having a physical store where you can go rent something is coming back into the thought process of people.
But wait, aren't there still family video store? What are those called?
Yeah.
It's like the same thing as Blockbuster, but they were cheaper.
Yeah, in some cases.
Yeah.
But most of them got hit just as hard when Netflix got so popular, so.
Yeah, but they managed to survive.
Yeah.
But much like Netflix, Blockbuster was very
yeah. Netflix is falling into
smart.
Yeah, Netflix is falling into what Blockbuster did. In fact, Blockbuster had the option to purchase Netflix. And they said, "Oh, this streaming service stuff on the internet, that's nothing but pish-posh." Actually, well, no, it was the mailing DVDs things, but they eventually tried that, and then they couldn't get it working well enough.
Actual reenactment people.
Yes, pish-posh. We must be pish-posh. I've never used pish-posh before in my life. I might use it more often. That was fun to say.
Pish-posh. Yeah, you do you. I'm not judging.
But yeah, apparently there is an inkling that Blockbuster might come back.
That's crazy.
But the thing is that it would be cheaper to go to a store, rent for a week, than it would be to have 35 different subscriptions to all the major studios and some of the minor studios.
Yeah, but the whole leaving your home thing.
Yeah, that's my problem too. I hate doing that.
What I would give to work from home, man.
That's why we've created a Let's Play channel, just like we mentioned on Wednesday.
Yeah. Very exciting.
With streaming services, there are movies that you just cannot find anywhere, or they are literally locked to a foreign country and will not stream anywhere on any service outside of inside the United States. So it's like, all right, Amazon, here I come. I need to buy a DVD. Let's buy Captain Ron. Oh, look, it's only $3. Which I have a theory on Captain Ron.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, you probably don't know what it is. Kurt Russell.
Why did you have to say that with such a bitter tone? You're like, yeah, you probably don't know what that is, fucking
It's
loser.
because
Like,
I'm used to knowing movies that most people don't know.
you do know a lot of obscure stuff.
The thing is that speaking of Blockbuster, I actually worked at a Blockbuster for a while.
Oh.
And instead of renting the mainstream, here's the big titles for the week that have come out, I would always grab the little indie movies or whatever and watch them.
Yeah. Okay.
Because no one cared if I rented those or on my free rentals, because everyone was gonna go out and grab the big name blockbusters. So,
Yeah.
uh, which, and if I was actually going back in time and restarting the whole YouTube thing, I probably would have ended up as a movie commenter and actually done reviews on
Okay.
movies and stuff,
That's cool.
because I enjoyed watching those weird indie movies that had no. Yeah.
Obscure.
It's like
Yeah.
one of the series that has actually gotten popularity is Ginger Snaps, which is a horror movie about werewolves, if I'm remembering right.
Poison cookies. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
not poison cookies. No, Ginger Snaps are not that great of a cookie at times.
I, these might be fighting words, but ginger snaps are overrated. I said it.
Yeah.
There it is. Do with it what you will.
Boy, this is one weird episode, but I like it. Um,
Me too.
but yeah, so I probably should have done that, but of course, you know, kid me
Hindsight's
was not. Yeah,
2020.
kid me was not smart enough to get into the whole YouTube bandwagon all this at that time.
Yeah.
In fact, I didn't even start watching YouTube videos until real recently, like 8 years ago.
Wow.
So I missed out on the entire beginning of YouTube.
I might have been turned off to it for a while. Like, I didn't watch it as much as I do now, but I had this friend who he was one of those people that like the only interaction he could possibly do when hanging out, and it didn't matter who was there, how many people were there, but the only way he knew how to socialize was to be like, oh, check out this video, man, and like it would just be that for like hours. Well, like because we'd be like, oh, hey, cool video, and they would be entertaining sometimes. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie. But like we would go back to talking about what we were actually talking about. He would interrupt anything we were talking about. And we would go back to our conversation and be like, "Oh man, check this out."
yeah,
He's just like he like was so obsessed with YouTube to the point where it was like disrupting our social activities. And I don't know, I think I was just kind of like turned off to it for the longest time inadvertently because of that. But now I watch it like quite a bit.
I watch too much of it.
Yeah.
It's pretty much playing 24/7 on my computer while I'm doing other things.
Well, with the potential death of TikTok, YouTube Shorts are gonna take over.
Well, not necessarily. If they keep up with their build, they're actually going to end up killing YouTube as well.
No.
Yep, because
It
that
was
build.
bad enough that YouTube like started. I remember when YouTube had no ads. YouTube was just for you on the tube.
Yep.
Like that's it. And then they started doing ads and like you can pay for your services if you do ads, and I have never paid a penny to YouTube for that because I was like, no, you're not gonna take that away from me. Like I will
Right.
skip every ad. I will, like, try me, bitch. So
I mean, I feel bad for the creators when I skip every ad, but come on.
I know, but
When you're watching the same ad for the thousandth time, you do not want to sit and
yeah.
watch Blue Blue Blob has just scored a goal in Blue Blue.
Or like it's like I don't have psoriasis. I don't need
Oh,
this.
God.
God, all the medications ads and just like, listen, I thought that one of the perks of our information being leaked to every website in existence was that it was tailoring ads to the people based off their information, and whoever's job that is failing miserably.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's like, I'll be switching through. This is what I did not understand at all. I would be watching YouTube, and all of a sudden I'd get Russian brides. Come get your Russian brides. No, come get your Latvian brides. Come get your. It's like, I might be single and lonely, but I can survive. I do not need a mail order bride. Please stop this. It was terrible for a while there.
The algorithms at its finest.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, if I really want to find someone, I could always, walk out of my house, go somewhere. I mean, I'm that willing to do it to not have to see these stupid Russian dating ads. I don't need a mail order bride. I will go out there and find someone, so you'll leave me alone. Look at that. You're getting this introvert off his butt just so I don't have to watch these ads anymore.
Seriously.
Oh. Man.
Streaming services.
Yeah. I'm just gonna, I have no idea what we're gonna name this episode. I mean, obviously the people who are watching this and listening to this have already figured it out because they've found the name, but yeah, I have no clue. We went
in the
everywhere.
moment of recording. Yep, we really did though.
In fact, I might just leave it with a blank icon. No, I might find a picture of a face drooling. But yeah, we hate it when streaming services take away our movies.
Right. Back to that. I mean, it's a mess. Netflix is a mess. I actually got an email one time. So, I can neither confirm nor deny that I share my Netflix with another household, but if I were to share my Netflix with another household, I don't think I should have to pay. Like, that is so
they backtracked on that.
Dumb. Yeah, if it wouldn't be so bad if that wasn't their main selling point, was being able to share with friends and loved ones. And if they haven't been raising their rates every year or so, so it's like, it's so annoying. And I actually got an email one time because, like, I think it was after I had logged in. It was me. I had logged in, and I think it was on my phone, which I guess was a little weird, or weirder than usual. But, like, I got an email, and it was like, hey, this device is logged into your Netflix account. Just remember that, like, it's only for one household, and blah blah blah. And I was like, I just didn't do anything. I just deleted it. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
It was me anyway in this case, so screw you.
It's like I have a subscription to Crunchyroll. I know I shouldn't. Crunchyroll sucks. But I have a subscription to Crunchyroll so I could watch my anime and stuff.
I don't see anything wrong with that. Well, since when did Crunchyroll
Crunchyroll
suck?
has always sucked. And it's
really?
not... It's more the company itself sucked.
Oh, okay.
Their service is good, but the company itself and what they spent money on was annoying.
Okay.
But I let my niece use my account so that she could watch some of the anime that she's been wanting to watch. And, your account has been logged on to a new device. Is this you? Like, yes, it's fine. I know who it is. No one's hacking me.
You live with your niece. Like, what was it?
She's probably going to watch it on her phone is the thing.
Yeah, it's a different device, but it's like the same freaking household, like the same IP address. Like,
yeah, it's just so annoying. All that stuff. But yeah, I've gone back to buying DVDs because I got sick of streaming services removing their content. So yeah.
I like to buy my hard to find movies from Amazon
Yep.
that I can just download them, which I know isn't as secure, I guess.
Yeah,
Weirdly enough to say.
the problem with buying off of Amazon or any of the sites that you can buy movies from digitally is the fact that at some point they could just stop having that on their service and you're out that movie.
But if you own it, then you can download it to something and put it on
If
like
you actually
a
do
hard
download it,
drive
yes.
or yeah.
But if you have to sign
So
into an account to be able to view it, that's when it gets annoying.
right, but like
Which is what happened with oh crap, what was that service? There were like 3 different movie services that went belly up. Um, they were attached to Blu-rays because you'd get your digital copy for free when you bought the Blu-ray copy. And
I know that whenever I bought a CD on Amazon for a family member for Christmas one time and it gave me a digital copy.
yeah,
That was kind of cool.
yeah.
I don't listen to it, but it was cool.
um, but that's the other thing is that if the service for some reason decides not to have that or host it anymore, you're SOL. You spent your $20 on it. Now
yeah, if you don't download it directly to your hard drive,
yep,
then you're SOL, like you said. Yeah.
There's also the other problem with the the services have been going back and editing movies and removing scenes and content.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I think one of them was when Netflix got Back to the Future on it. You remember Back to the Future 2 with the magazine Ooh La La?
Oh yeah. It's been a while since I've seen those movies, but
well,
I think I remember what you're talking about.
The entire scene where you actually saw him flipping through the magazine and crumpling the pages while he was going ooh la la, ooh la la. They removed that scene on Netflix.
Jesus.
And when the producers found out about it, because they were smart, they actually own the rights to Back to the Future, which is why you're never going to get Back to the Future 4. They literally went to Universal, who was the distributor, and told them they must delete and destroy any copies of it that have been altered from the original movie.
Mm-hmm.
So this is yet another reason that if you are a creator of content or a creator of anything, always own your stuff.
Yep.
Because if someone can come back and edit your stuff on and it's no longer yours once someone else messes with it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why
that is the audacity, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, the creators of Avatar, The Last Airbender, they got royally screwed over because they didn't own the IP after it was produced. That's why M. Night Shyamalan made a movie and why Netflix is making a live action movie or TV show or whatever, and it's going to be terrible. It's like whenever you see these things, it's like you don't even need to bother with them. They're going to be terrible.
I suppose, but
you hope for the best, but you get disappointed 95% of the time.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I try to keep an open mind because David and I decided to watch the live action Cowboy Bebop one day, and we honestly thoroughly enjoyed it. But if you say that to the wrong person,
like me, yes. No, I don't blame you for liking it. The problem is that Cowboy Bebop, the anime, was so iconic and beloved, and everyone who watched anime of that time, you heard that ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-dee-bee, boom, boom. That opening theme song, and you were like,
Mm-hmm.
I know that by heart. I will watch it right
Mm-hmm.
away. And the TV,
Stop what I'm
yeah,
doing.
I will stop. I will watch it, and I will, Space Cowboy this and Space Cowboy that. You got it. Um,
Right.
but when it came to the live action, it veered so far away. Well, not. It kept the premise, but part of the problem was the actress who played Faye Valentine
Yeah.
was an utter bitch online.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she was basically anyone that said anything about how the character looked because she didn't have big boobs and, wasn't wearing that tiny crop top with the boobs hanging out and jiggling all the time when she moved, with the left breast going left while the right breast was going right. And,
Ugh.
well, the problem is that looking back in her filmography, she wore things like that before. And it's like, you're complaining about an outfit that you could have worn and could have altered to be still, appropriate. And, not having the big boobs, but, having the actual colors and the jacket and everything. But she decided to go on a tirade about anime people being all horny, big boob lovers. It's like,
I mean,
you kind of
I
just
can
killed your
understand
entire
not wanting.
audience.
I
Well,
mean,
like
even if she'd done that in the past, I can totally understand why that might be something she's been trying to move away from.
but she wasn't. That's the thing.
Well, all you said was that she did it in the past, so it
Well,
sounded like
but
something
she wasn't
was
trying to
trying.
move away from any of her past work, is the thing. But the problem was that she berated people, she called them names. She literally turned the entire fan base off of watching it because she basically told them that they were trash.
Wow.
So,
That's too much. That's way too much. You're
and then
doing
of
too much.
course, there's issues with the way things were handled and the speed at which they burnt through material. If you watched the anime, it was more in depth, and you would hope that they would have gone more in depth with a live action, but they didn't. They rushed things. Like the trans person was actually chemically altered in an experiment by the government that they were a soldier of, and they barely brushed on this. Yes, he
Yeah,
eventually
I
accepted.
never.
He eventually accepted his being more womanly, but
Yeah,
he was still a guy. There was no.
right.
It wasn't a fact that he was trans or anything. He was literally experimented on, and he finally accepted it. But because of all the LGBTQ, which I don't like the term Q because it's a slur, um, organizations had to, hype him up and change the scripts and stuff. In fact, most of the people who work on these adaptations don't like what they're adapting. They do not actually watch the shows or even care about them. So,
Hmm. I mean,
yeah,
how do I put this? I loved that character. I really did. And I do remember like not getting much of a sense of a backstory for
yeah,
him
that's the
though.
whole problem is that the backstory for that one character was super rich and was gradually introduced before you even saw him, I believe. It's been a long time since I watched Cowboy Bebop, so don't hold it against me. Um, but you actually learned things about each character. It's like
Right.
the corgi in the show is also genetically modified and super smart.
Oh yeah.
Um, the biggest thing that people really were fearing was Ed, and luckily, you only got a small
Wait. Which one's that
snippet.
again?
Ed is the redheaded character at the very end of the series. The
Huh.
boy/girl character that if you watch past the credits, I think it was an end credit thing, I'm not sure because I didn't actually watch the show. But Ed was super hyper, high strung all the time, go, 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 make high pitched voice. Now, I don't blame the actor for the character because the character in itself is crazy, literally. So you can't blame the kid that played Ed. But everyone was dreading how that would translate and how terrible it would turn out. And just that snippet was like, yep, that's Ed, and that's what we feared. It's that bad. But, things are things. We're super overtime.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah, we're at like 35 minutes here, so let's go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you if you managed to follow anything we said in this episode. I mean, we jumped from topic to topic to topic and then back, and things went crazy. And like I said, I still don't know what I'm going to name this episode. Remember to do the likey, comment, subscribey thingies. Anything you'd like to add?
I mean, just what do you think? I mean, that's pretty much like everything at the end. Like, it's turned into like, just tell me what you think. Like, what's your favorite anime? What did you think of the Cowboy Bebop remake? Did you cancel your Netflix subscription like I'm tempted to do? Like, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for listening, if you listened.
Yeah, if you got through this, you get 3 rattle points. There you go. 3 rattle
Yay.
points. There you go. And
I'll
make sure in the comments that you put down plus 3 rattle points in your comments, so we know you made it all the way to the end. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.